What up, everyone? It's your boy Patty, aka Tox, and you're listening to Tox Tales. So, this Tox Tales is going to be pretty unique because I'm about to tell you guys a story of something that just happened to me, literally not more than a half an hour ago. And the reason why I'm going to tell you guys about what just happened to me is because it was notable and pretty freaky. So, for those of you who are regular listeners and have listened to the majority of the Tox Tales catalog so far, probably know that I have said multiple times in multiple past episodes that I have had limited paranormal experiences in my life. Now, it's funny because since starting this channel, I think I've had now since earlier 3 more paranormal experiences that I can now add to my list. And tonight, I'm going to tell you guys the story of the third one that just happened to me. So some of you may remember me explaining in a pretty recent Tox Tales episode my current living situation. And for those of you who don't remember or didn't hear that in that episode, back in the late winter or early spring, I was offered to move into a house in which I wouldn't have to pay rent. I would just have to pay utilities because it's a house that's in my family but not currently being used. And I said yes to said offer and opportunity, and that's where I live now. And this house is really old. I'm not sure exactly what year it was built in, but if I had to guess, it was either the 1930s or the 1940s, so that old. Not insanely old, not like 1800s, obviously, but it's a pretty old house. Only some of the rooms have 3-prong electrical outlets, which is crazy. So I'm even using a adapter right now to record this to plug my computer and all my other equipment in because my bedroom where I decided to lay my head has no 3-prong outlets. Yes. Anyways, I couldn't really look a gift horse in the mouth because I was given an opportunity to have basically my own place again and not have to pay nearly as much as I was paying at my last place in the city near my hometown where I was living for several years. So I was like, yep, I'll take it. I'll take that opportunity. Thank you. I'm grateful. And I started moving my stuff in. And like I said, there's issues because it's so old. And there are some other issues that kind of come with the territory of this being a super old house. And these sets of issues, I think, are a little bit more troublesome in many ways. And I just told a story recently, probably like 2 stories ago, that was about a very recent experience I had at this house. If you guys remember, it happened in the backyard late at night. I was smoking. Doesn't matter if you don't, because this is not really connected, but go back 2 or 3 episodes and check out my episode where I talk about this noise I heard in my backyard one late night. But I digress. Started kind of going on a tangent there. So this just happened tonight, about half an hour to an hour ago, and I was just in my bathroom. I had just gone to the bathroom. I had just taken a piss, and I was washing my hands. And recently, me and my girl had just cleaned the bathroom, like really deep cleaned the bathroom. And I had taken it upon myself to clean the bathroom sink and really deep clean it because it had gotten really disgusting the way that this sink is designed. It really has like this whole area underneath the front of the faucet that is like kind of unaccounted for and hard to get your fingers in, but it just collects so much disgusting shit. So I was going ham on this one spot literally for like an hour straight and probably cleaned the whole sink within 2 hours. So in the process of me doing that with the faucet, I must have messed something up and jiggled something loose because now the water pressure is so much less. It was like really intense before, and now it's like basically like it's pissing on your hands. So lately it's just been really hard for me to wash my hands in any sort of timely fashion. It always takes a couple minutes at least because the rinsing process is quite staggering now. So I was literally doing exactly that. I was washing my hands for like 4 to 5 minutes in this shitty, now low-pressure sink. And as I'm doing this, and mind you, it is late, so I'll give you guys that, but give me the benefit of the doubt here because I don't usually notice things like this. But as I'm washing my hands, I look over to the hallway, the bathroom door's open, and I swear to God I saw something run by. But like, not at the level that you would expect. Like, you're thinking a ghost. It would be like eye level, because it would be like similar in height. But whatever I saw was lower to the ground, like something crawling, which for some reason is just way scarier. And I know that I saw something because I looked, I saw something, And instead of looking back after a couple seconds, back at my hands, at the task at hand, washing my hands, get it? But instead of doing that, I actually just like stood there and stared. And the reason I was doing that was because I legitimately felt like whatever I just saw was going to come back around the corner. And I felt legitimate fear. So much so that I ended up actually hurrying the process of washing my hands up more than I could possibly have done before. But I dried my hands really quick and I ran across the hallway into my room, closed the door and locked it. And I've been in this room ever since. I'm not really freaked out now. And honestly, it only took a couple minutes for me to like kind of just get out of that mindset, because even if I did see something, if it was like a spirit, a specter, something like that, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really necessarily matter. Nobody died in this house. Let me say that real quick too. People probably were wondering that once I started talking about the history of the house and how old it is. But no, nobody ever died in this house, so it's not like there's any of that spirit type of energy going on. But it is just very old. And sometimes I think that paranormal experiences, some ghosts can just be like a repetition of a memory, and maybe that's just something I just saw. But it was legitimately scary, and this is now the second time that I've had an experience in this house that made me actually have a physical reaction. Because I've said before on previous episodes, I hear all sorts of sounds in this house all day and all night. It is a loud house. It creaks, it bends, it warps, it whistles. It's just insane how many house noises one house can make. However, sometimes these house noises are weird and out of nowhere and in a spot where you wouldn't expect a house noise to come from, because how could it be caused by anything if nothing's over there? So on and so forth. But all these sounds I can write off pretty easily. This was something different. I'm not going out into that hallway for the rest of the night. I got to go to bed soon anyways. That's going to like hinder me a little bit, to be completely honest. It's going to be a little rough getting to sleep. But all I saw was just a quick semblance of a figure low to the ground, crawled past the door of the bathroom really quick, I think. It looked like trails following a figure, if that makes sense. Visual trails, light trails. It was really strange, and it definitely put me in a weird headspace and elicited a physical reaction to the fear, which is what I find to be hard to dismiss in situations like that. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked that story of something that just happened to me literally half an hour to an hour ago. That was creepy as hell. And hopefully my fear in the current moment was enjoyable for you guys in the moment that you're enjoying, that you're entertaining yourself with. And if you really like the video by liking the video, hit the like button. And comment down below with some of your more recent paranormal experiences if you have them. And subscribe if you're new. And that's it. Peace out, yo.